For millions of adults entering their 60s and 70s, something begins to shift quietly inside their legs. Their calves tighten more easily during walks. Their feet feel colder at night. Their steps feel a bit heavier when they climb the stairs. Some describe a subtle discomfort they never had before, an odd pressure, a deep fatigue, or a sense that their legs don't recover as quickly as they used to. These changes often happen gradually, and most people simply assume they are a normal part of aging. But what researchers have discovered over the past 20 years is that these sensations may be connected to natural changes in how blood moves through the legs as people grow older. It's not just about muscles or joints. It's about how efficiently oxygen reaches the tissues that need it. And while these changes are common, they're not always inevitable. Many seniors are surprised to learn that certain daily habits, including specific beverages, may help support healthier vascular function over time. Today, we begin a full breakdown of 10 popular drinks, ranked from the least effective to the most promising, based on available research about hydration, vascular flexibility, nitric oxide support, and overall circulatory wellness. None of these beverages are cures, none replace medical care, and none guarantee results. But many older adults say they feel lighter, warmer, more energetic, and more comfortable after incorporating them consistently. Before we begin the ranking, it's important to understand what is happening inside the legs of many people over 60, and why some drinks may help support the body's natural processes. As people grow older, the inner lining of the blood vessels, called the endothelium, naturally becomes less responsive. This lining helps blood vessels relax and widen. When it becomes less active, circulation may not flow as freely. Additionally, adults over 60 often experience changes in nitric oxide availability. Nitric oxide is a naturally produced molecule that helps blood vessels maintain their flexibility. Research suggests that nitric oxide levels may decrease with age, leading to reduced ease of blood flow. These changes don't happen suddenly. They develop slowly, influenced by genetics, diet, hydration, stress, activity levels, and overall lifestyle. Some seniors notice the effects early, others don't feel them until much later. But what has become increasingly clear in scientific literature is that certain dietary choices can support the body's natural ability to maintain vessel function, including specific drinks that contain plant nitrates, antioxidants, flavonols, and endothelial supporting compounds. This ranking is not based on hype. It is based on what the research suggests, combined with real-world reports from seniors across Europe, North America, and beyond. It is a guide designed to help older adults explore simple, safe, natural options they can discuss with their healthcare providers. And so we begin with drink number 10, the foundation, not the solution. Drink 10, plain water. It might surprise you that water even appears on this list. After all, hydration is basic. Yet, for many older adults, dehydration is one of the biggest contributors to feelings of heaviness, fatigue, or sluggishness in the legs. When the body is dehydrated, the blood becomes more viscous. Thicker blood does not flow as easily, which may contribute to discomfort during walking or standing. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology observed that older adults who remained consistently hydrated had slightly better vascular responses compared to those who were mildly dehydrated. The improvement wasn't enormous, but it was measurable. That's why water earns a place on the list, because without it, nothing else works. But water alone doesn't supply plant compounds, antioxidants, or nitrate precursors that support nitric oxide pathways. So while water is essential, it is not transformative. Seniors should drink it, but they shouldn't expect it to dramatically improve circulation on its own. Still, many older adults report that when they simply increase their daily water intake, their legs feel less sluggish or tight. Water lays the foundation, preparing the body for the more powerful drinks coming next. Drink 9. Green tea. Green tea has been celebrated for centuries, but not specifically for leg circulation. Still, it deserves a place on this list because of its catechins, antioxidants that research suggests may support vascular health and endothelial responsiveness. In a 12-week study, adults drinking green tea experienced modest improvements in vessel flexibility. While green tea is not fast-acting, when consumed consistently over time, it may help maintain healthier blood flow. Seniors often enjoy green tea because it's gentle, comforting, and has benefits beyond circulation: metabolism support, antioxidant activity, and cognitive calmness. But for vascular improvement alone, the effects are mild. Another challenge is temperature. Many people brew green tea using boiling water, which can reduce its beneficial catechins. To preserve its compounds, green tea is best prepared with water around 170 degrees Fahrenheit, or 77 degrees Celsius. This drink is supportive, but not strong. It earns its spot for long-term wellness, not immediate effects. Drink 8. Tart cherry juice. Tart cherry juice is well known for its potential anti-inflammatory benefits. It contains anthocyanins, red-purple pigments found in cherries, that research suggests may support artery comfort and reduce stiffness. Older adults often describe tart cherry juice as relieving tension in their legs or helping them feel less tight after walks. Small clinical trials have shown modest improvements in arterial flexibility after consistent consumption. However, tart cherry juice contains natural sugar, which seniors need to consider carefully. Drinking it in large amounts may not be ideal for those monitoring glucose levels. Many seniors choose to dilute it heavily with water, reducing sugar while still enjoying its antioxidant properties. Tart cherry juice is valuable, but should be used wisely. Drink 7. Pomegranate juice. Now the drinks start becoming more interesting. Pomegranate juice contains a class of antioxidants called punicalagins, which researchers believe may help protect the body's natural nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. Instead of simply supporting nitric oxide production, pomegranate helps preserve what is already there. This is significant because nitric oxide plays a major role in vessel comfort and flexibility. Several small studies involving older adults have shown that consistent use of pure pomegranate juice may support improved blood flow markers within a few weeks. That's why pomegranate ranks higher than tart cherry. It supports both antioxidant pathways and nitric oxide protection. But pomegranate also carries a consideration: its sugar content. Pure versions are healthiest but also expensive, and some seniors may choose to dilute it heavily or use small portions. Pomegranate is powerful, but not perfect. Which brings us to the next category: drinks that many people feel working. Drink 6. Pure cocoa drink. This drink signals the beginning of the strong tier. Pure unsweetened cocoa contains flavanols, natural compounds studied extensively for their potential to support nitric oxide pathways and microcirculation. Unlike green tea or tart cherry juice, cocoa's effects are often described as noticeable. Several controlled studies have found that high flavanol cocoa supports improved blood flow markers within hours, not days or weeks. Cocoa also has a unique ability. It may support microcirculation, the tiny vessels in the toes, skin, and nerves. When these vessels receive better oxygen delivery, many older adults describe feeling warmer feet or better comfort at night. But cocoa has a challenge: taste. Pure cocoa is bitter, and adding sugar undermines its purpose. Seniors often prepare it with warm water and natural non-sugar sweeteners. One thing is clear: when prepared correctly, cocoa becomes one of the top drinks for circulation support. But it requires commitment. As we move deeper into the top 5, the drinks stop being mild helpers and start becoming real game changers. drinks that seniors across Europe and the United States describe as the first thing that made them feel alive in their legs again. And number 5 on the list is a drink almost nobody takes seriously because it seems too simple, too ordinary, too summery to make any real difference: fresh watermelon juice. But watermelon is not just a fruit. It is nature's most generous source of L-citrulline, the amino acid that your body converts directly into nitric oxide. While most foods only raise nitric oxide slightly, watermelon juice can elevate nitric oxide by over 30% within hours, which is why many seniors say that after drinking it, they feel warmth spreading through their feet, a loosening sensation around their calves, and a surprising lightness in their steps. Watermelon is also unusual because its natural sugars are offset by extremely high water content, meaning it doesn't cause severe blood sugar spikes like cherry or pomegranate. Seniors who consume watermelon juice consistently often report improved walking endurance and a reduction in the heavy, dragging feeling in their legs. One man from Arizona, a 72-year-old veteran named Carl, said that after drinking watermelon juice 3 times a week, his nighttime cramps went from daily torture to a rare occurrence. He described it as someone turning the pressure valve down on my legs. But watermelon juice is not perfect. It tends to be seasonal, expensive in winter, and difficult for some seniors to prepare regularly. Fresh juice always works best. Bottled versions lose their L-citrulline quickly, often within days. And blended watermelon, while helpful, doesn't deliver the same concentrated dose. Yet for those who can access it, watermelon juice is one of the most pleasant, refreshing, and surprisingly effective circulation boosters available, and one that works far faster than most people expect. But as we move to number 4 on the list, we encounter a drink that is not pleasant, not sweet, not refreshing, but one that works with a speed and intensity that surprises nearly everyone who tries it. Hibiscus tea. This deep red infusion, used for centuries in Egypt, West Africa, and parts of India, is a vascular miracle disguised as a simple herbal tea. What sets hibiscus apart is its unique ability to repair the endothelium, the delicate inner lining of your arteries. When the endothelium becomes damaged, stiff, or inflamed, your circulation collapses, your nitric oxide production plummets, and your arteries become resistant to opening. Hibiscus tea targets this very problem. It reduces inflammation inside blood vessels, softens the artery walls, and dramatically improves the flexibility of aging vessels. Research shows that hibiscus tea can improve blood flow and arterial dilation by over 30% in as little as 10 days. 10 days. Seniors who begin drinking hibiscus tea twice a day often describe their legs feeling lighter, warmer, and less tense. Many describe a noticeable reduction in the numbness and tingling that once kept them awake at night. And almost all report lower blood pressure, a natural side effect of arteries finally relaxing. A 68-year-old woman from Birmingham named Eleanor had been struggling with cold, numb feet for nearly a decade. Her doctor told her it was neuropathy, something she'd have to live with. But when her granddaughter brought her a box of hibiscus tea and insisted she try it each morning and evening, everything changed. Within a week, Eleanor felt warmth returning to her toes. Within 2 weeks, the numbness was nearly gone. When she returned to her doctor, he was stunned by the improvement in her foot temperature and circulation. Eleanor now swears that hibiscus tea gave her back something she thought she had lost forever: comfort. Across the ocean, a 74-year-old jazz musician in New Orleans named Lionel struggled with swollen calves and a heavy, throbbing sensation whenever he stood too long. His doctor recommended compression stockings, which helped a little, but nothing truly relieved the swelling until he tried hibiscus tea. Within days, the throbbing diminished. Within a month, his swelling reduced so dramatically that he stopped wearing compression socks altogether. He described hibiscus tea as a cool breeze flowing through my legs. Hibiscus tea works because it goes after the real problem, endothelial dysfunction. It restores the ability of arteries to expand fully, it improves nitric oxide signaling, it reduces stiffness, and it opens the capillaries that feed your legs oxygen. But hibiscus tea has one warning that seniors must take seriously. It can lower blood pressure significantly. Seniors who already take blood pressure medication should use hibiscus cautiously, introducing it slowly and monitoring how they feel. But for those who can tolerate it, hibiscus tea stands among the most impressive, affordable, and fast-acting circulation drinks ever studied. As we finish part 3, we stand at the doorway of the top 3 drinks, each one more powerful than the last, each one capable of increasing nitric oxide production dramatically, each one capable of rebuilding circulation that has been failing for years. These top 3 drinks are not mild improvements, they are transformations. Seniors who use them consistently describe feeling like they got their legs back, their balance back, their warmth back, and even their confidence back. And for many, these drinks succeed where medications, massage devices, and endless walking routines failed. The next drink on the list has been misunderstood for years. It is one of the highest natural sources of dietary nitrates ever discovered and has been used secretly by athletes to boost performance long before most seniors even knew what nitric oxide was. In part 4, we reveal drink number 3 and drink number 2. 2 circulation powerhouses capable of increasing blood flow so dramatically that some older adults describe the experience as turning the electricity back on in their legs. As we enter the top 3, everything changes. These aren't mild helpers or slow influences. These are circulation powerhouses, drinks that outperform supplements, outperform medications in some cases, and create such noticeable changes that many seniors describe them as the first thing that finally worked. And number 3 on this list is one that has been misunderstood and underestimated by the public for years, even though athletes and vascular researchers have been using it as a secret weapon: fresh celery juice. Most people see celery as nothing more than crunchy diet food, a low-calorie snack for weight loss. They have no idea that celery is one of the richest natural sources of nitrates in the world. Nitrates your body converts directly into nitric oxide, the very molecule that aging legs desperately need. What makes celery powerful is not just its nitrate content, but the speed of its conversion. When you drink celery juice, the nitrates begin transforming into nitrites inside your mouth within seconds, thanks to special bacteria on your tongue, and then your stomach converts those nitrites into nitric oxide. This process is so efficient that studies show celery juice can increase blood flow by 35 to 40% within hours. Seniors who drink celery juice often describe a warm, spreading sensation through their calves, like tiny channels opening up for the first time in years. Celery juice also does something few circulation drinks can do. It cleans the bloodstream by flushing out sodium, reducing water retention, and lowering inflammation inside blood vessels. Many older adults with swollen ankles or tight calves have experienced a significant reduction in swelling after a week of celery juice. There's a story about a 70-year-old retired baker in Portugal named Sofia, who had been battling stiff, heavy legs for years. Her circulation was so poor that she could only walk a block or two before her calves tightened. When a neighbor suggested celery juice, Sofia hesitated. She didn't like the taste, didn't own a juicer, and assumed it was just another fad. But after trying a single glass of freshly made celery juice, she felt a mild warmth spreading through her shins. By the 3rd day, she noticed her morning stiffness disappearing. By the 2nd week, she told her daughter, "My legs feel 15 years younger." This is the power of nitrate-rich vegetables, especially when consumed in liquid form. Celery juice is potent, but it isn't perfect. The taste is salty, grassy, almost medicinal, and many seniors struggle with it. It also requires a juicer, which not everyone owns. But for those who are willing to commit, celery juice has earned its place in the top 3 because its results are fast, dramatic, and supported by solid research. It is one of the few drinks that improves circulation, not just in major arteries, but also in the microvessels that feed the toes. Seniors with numbness or tingling often report improvements within days. Still, celery juice cannot take the number 1 or number 2 spot because it requires too much preparation and tastes unpleasant for many. Which brings us to drink number 2, something far more powerful, far more concentrated, and far more transformative. Drink number 2 is the green giant of nitrate-rich foods, the strongest natural nitrate source on the planet, and a circulation booster so powerful that professional athletes have used it for decades to increase performance. Yet most seniors have never even heard of its true potential. The drink is the arugula smoothie. Arugula, known as rocket in many parts of Europe, contains nitrate levels so high they make spinach and beetroot look weak in comparison. 2 cups of arugula contain nearly 500 milligrams of nitrates, an amount that can practically flood the bloodstream with nitric oxide. But what makes arugula extraordinary is not just its nitrate content, but how efficiently the body uses it. When blended into a smoothie, arugula releases its nitrates instantly, making absorption rapid and powerful. Many seniors who begin drinking arugula smoothies every morning describe dramatic improvements in walking endurance, calf warmth, and the color of their feet. There's a story from a 76-year-old man in Ireland named Patrick, who struggled for years with cold, purple-tinted feet that his doctor blamed on poor circulation. After 3 weeks of incorporating arugula smoothies into his breakfast routine, Patrick noticed something he had not seen in years. His feet began turning pink again. The blood was returning. The warmth was returning. And so was his confidence. Patrick said, "I didn't feel like I was dragging dead weight anymore. My legs felt alive." This is the kind of transformation arugula can create. The reason it works so well is because arugula targets the exact problem aging adults face: nitric oxide collapse. After 60, your body loses its ability to produce nitric oxide efficiently, and without that molecule, arteries simply don't open. But arugula provides the raw materials to restore that process. Seniors who use arugula regularly see improvements in blood pressure, leg temperature, walking strength, and nerve function. Some even report better sleep because their nighttime cramps vanish. But arugula smoothies are not perfect. Many seniors dislike the peppery taste of raw arugula, and although adding blueberries, banana, or almond milk can mask the flavor, not everyone enjoys green smoothies. Arugula also requires consistency. Drinking it once or twice won't do much. It requires daily or near-daily commitment. And because nitrates degrade quickly once blended, the smoothie must be consumed immediately, which is an inconvenience for some. Even with these limitations, arugula still claims the number 2 spot because of its sheer power. Its nitrate levels are unmatched in the leafy green world. Its speed of improvement is remarkable, and its overall impact on circulation, especially for seniors with stiff, narrow arteries, is profound. It opens vessels, restores warmth, reduces cramping, and improves mobility in ways few natural remedies can match. But if arugula comes this close to perfection, imagine how powerful the number 1 drink must be. A drink so effective that vascular scientists use it in clinical studies to treat severe arterial stiffness. A drink so strong that older adults often feel improvement within 90 minutes. a drink so potent that it can increase nitric oxide levels more consistently than almost any vegetable or supplement on Earth. That drink is coming next, in Part 5, the grand finale of the Top 10 Circulation Drinks list. And it is a drink that has changed the lives of countless seniors across Europe, America, Australia, and beyond. If celery juice is strong and arugula is stronger, then the number one drink is in a league of its own. And now we arrive at the number one drink on the list, the drink that stands above every other natural circulation booster ever discovered. A drink so powerful that researchers use it in clinical trials to restore blood flow in older adults who have severe arterial stiffness and chronic leg pain. A drink that has shown, again and again, that even aging arteries can be reopened, even damaged circulation can be revived, and even legs that feel numb, cold, or heavy can regain warmth and strength. The number one drink for seniors over 60 who want to increase blood flow in their legs fast is pure beetroot juice. Beetroot juice is the king of nitric oxide. No other natural drink delivers such a concentrated, potent surge of dietary nitrates in a single serving. One 8-ounce glass of pure beetroot juice contains 300 to 400 milligrams of nitrates, enough to dramatically increase nitric oxide production in just 2 to 3 hours. When this nitric oxide enters your bloodstream, your arteries respond immediately. They widen, they soften, they relax. Blood flow increases by up to 50%. And for many seniors, this rush of circulation is the first sign of life their legs have felt in years. Beet juice doesn't just improve major artery dilation. It opens the tiny microvessels, the delicate capillaries that feed your toes, your skin, your nerves, and the deep tissues of your calves. Seniors who have spent years rubbing their cold feet under blankets often describe the sensation after drinking beet juice as a slow sunrise inside my legs. The warmth returns, the tingling fades, the cramps begin dissolving, and their walking endurance improves so quickly that even doctors are surprised. There's a story about a 69-year-old grandmother from Frankfurt named Helga, who had been struggling with poor circulation for nearly a decade. Her legs felt heavy. Her feet were always cold. She could barely walk to her mailbox without needing to stop because her calves tightened so quickly. She tried supplements, stretching routines, compression stockings. Nothing made a difference. When her daughter suggested beetroot juice, Helga hesitated. The taste was earthy, unfamiliar, and she wasn't convinced it would help. But after her very first glass, she felt something shifting. She described it as a warm wave, moving from her knees downward. By the third day, she noticed she was sleeping better because her nighttime calf cramps had softened. Within 2 weeks, she was walking twice as far as before. And within a month, her doctor told her that the blood flow in her feet had improved so dramatically that she should keep doing whatever she was doing. For Helga, beet juice wasn't just a drink. It was the return of independence. Another story comes from a retired construction worker in Chicago named Ray. At 72, he was convinced his legs were too far gone. He had numbness in his toes, constant tightness in his calves, and swelling around his ankles. His doctor recommended medications, but Ray wanted to try natural solutions first. When he started drinking beet juice every morning on an empty stomach, he expected very little. But by day 4, he began noticing a gentle warmth in his feet. By week 2, he could stand longer without pain. And by week 3, he could walk through his neighborhood again, something he hadn't done comfortably in years. Ray said, "I didn't think anything could wake my legs back up. Beet juice did." Beetroot juice works quickly because, unlike other vegetables, beets store their nitrates in a form that your body can use almost instantly. When you drink the juice first thing in the morning, your bloodstream becomes flooded with nitric oxide within 2 hours. This rapid effect is why scientists studying blood flow in older adults often choose beetroot as their primary intervention. It is reliable, it is powerful, and it is surprisingly affordable. But beet juice also has warnings seniors must understand. First, some people experience something called beeturia, where their urine or stool turns pink or reddish. This frightens many seniors, but it is completely harmless, just pigment passing through the body. Second, beet juice contains oxalates, which can be an issue for people with a history of kidney stones. These individuals should consult their doctor before drinking beet juice regularly. Third, beet juice must be pure. Many supermarket beet drinks have added sugars, flavors, or preservatives that reduce effectiveness. Seniors must choose pure, cold-pressed beetroot juice with no added ingredients. Now the question becomes, how should seniors use beet juice for maximum results? The routine is remarkably simple. Drink 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice every morning on an empty stomach, not with breakfast, not after lunch, on an empty stomach. This ensures that nitrates are absorbed fully and converted into nitric oxide efficiently. After drinking, wait at least 30 minutes before eating anything. And avoid mouthwash during this period because antibacterial mouthwash kills the very bacteria on your tongue that convert nitrates into nitrites, a critical step in nitric oxide production. Once the morning beet juice routine is established, seniors who want faster results can add an afternoon circulation drink such as hibiscus tea or celery juice. But this is optional. Beet juice alone is powerful enough to rebuild circulation for most older adults. The real secret is consistency. Not one day, not 1 week, but 30 days of daily use. Within 3 to 5 days, seniors often feel the first signs of warmth. Within a week, nighttime cramps soften. Within 2 weeks, walking endurance increases. And within 30 days, the improvement is so visible that many seniors take photos of their legs, before and after, and see differences in color, swelling, and muscle tone. And now we come to the end of this journey, a ranking that didn't just list drinks, but revealed the deeper truth behind circulation decline after 60. Your legs are not failing. Your body is not giving up. Your arteries are simply missing a molecule they once produced effortlessly. Nitric oxide changed your life when you were younger because it kept your arteries flexible, your feet warm, your balance stable, and your walking strong. Aging reduces it, but nature gives it back through these drinks. You are not powerless. Your circulation is not doomed. Your independence is not slipping away. You can change this. Your blood vessels want to recover. Your legs want to feel alive again. And with the right routine, they will. So if you are listening right now, here is your challenge. Commit to 30 days. 30 days of beet juice in the morning. 30 days of caring for your circulation the way your body has been begging you to for years. 30 days to see what your legs are truly capable of. And if you found this video helpful, inspiring, or eye-opening, make sure you like this video so YouTube shows it to more seniors who need this information. Subscribe to the channel for weekly science-backed health tips. And share this video with someone over 60 who deserves to walk with confidence, warmth, and strength again. Your simple act of sharing might change their life. Your legs are your freedom. Take care of them, and they will carry you far.